No need to write a song. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New Knife Friday, where we are going to open up a new machete or a knife every Friday and give a quick little review before we take it out on Monday and put it to the test. So today we have another mystery knife. I went a little crazy on Black Friday, and like I said in the last video, I've got machetes showing up like junk mail. There's probably like 3 on deck right now, and I've got something cool in the works. I believe Gerber deserves to have another shot. And I made a post on YouTube not too long ago, and we had a couple people comment on it. Hey, does Gerber deserve to have another stab at this? Because the Gerber Gator just did not do well. But I'm partial to Gerber, and I'd kind of like to give him another try. Maybe somebody was just having a bad day at the factory, and they pumped out a piece of crap. And I was the lucky person that got it. Today I'll be modeling, this is a gentleman's knife. This is an older case knife, if you can see that in there. I went to a company Christmas party earlier today, and I always like putting a gentleman's knife in my pocket, just in case anybody needs a knife to open something or maybe to stab somebody. Yeah, just like having a gentleman's knife. They're nicer than those quick ones that come out of your pocket. It's just how I feel. Okay, so I already see what's in this box, and I'm gonna try to keep a straight face. The Jungle Master in like old military writing you would see like on a Jeep or something. Just a little something that I've picked up along the years. If it says heavy duty on the tool, it is probably not heavy duty. And if it says that it's a master in the jungle, I would be willing to bet that this thing is probably not going to master the jungle. But I might be wrong. So, anything else in the box? We got paper, nothing else in the box. Sorry, guitar. She's at it worse, though. Alright, let's get into this thing. And we've got some more tape. And I see a sheath. Okay. Anything else? Nothing else in that box. I think we can put our gentleman's knife back up. Alright. So we have an orange handle with a D-guard. Not quite sure what you would need a D-guard for. Maybe if you're in the jungle and you gotta punch somebody in that jungle, and maybe the machete wasn't. Maybe that person didn't need to get cut. Maybe they just need to get punched with a D-guard. Feels pretty solid. Maybe it's to keep your knuckles out of things. So the handle is actually bolted on. I can already see that. You can see the nuts and bolts in there. If that's focusing, I hope it is. The sheath is not the worst one that I've ever seen. We've got a pretty significant piece of, is this 550 cord? I don't know. It kind of looks, I don't think it's 550 cord. So let's see what we got in the sheath. First thing we see, made in China, USA design, JM024 stainless steel. And be still my heart, we have another saw back. For all of you who know what a saw is, just, you can step away. I don't know, go make yourself a cup of coffee. But I'm going to explain to some people that a saw, an actual saw, the teeth in a saw should stagger, right? You should have some teeth to cut, and as those teeth cut, the other teeth are expelling the material, and when you're bringing back, the other teeth are cutting, and the teeth that were just cutting before are expelling the material the other direction in your curve. This right here is a serration at best. Um, it's not as pokey as the Gerber Gator was. It's definitely a lot thicker than the Gerber Gator was. I don't think there's much flex in this blade. And again, we have, it appears to be a hollow grind in this, and it appears to have a rather sharp factory edge on it. So if you ever wanted to take that handle off, all you need is a Phillips head screwdriver, and that thing would pop right off. It looks like the tang extends all the way to here, and I would be willing to guess that it's as big as the handle is. Something funny about this machete is it's marketed as a survival machete, jungle master, left-handed machete, I think they said, and I don't know if somebody's playing a joke on me, but I've never known a cutting tool like this to be like right hand, left hand specific. That's like somebody saying, hey, go grab me the left-handed wrench. Maybe somebody at their marketing team just thought it would be funny to say something like that, because there is absolutely nothing about this handle that would make this like left or right hand dominant. We have some little grooves in here, maybe for your thumb to fit into, or this thumb could fit into there, or maybe if it felt comfortable with your finger. I'm what they call like a pinch grip kind of swinger. I don't hold my machete with a death grip. I'm kind of loose-handed, right? My back three fingers aren't really holding on to the knife as much as my front two are, because I'm just kind of whipping that blade into wherever it needs to be as I cut my light cords off the wall. This lanyard has got to go because it's already getting in the way. Yeah, let's bring you in close and we'll take some measurements. Whoever knew that me doing some videos on some machetes and how good I think they are, like who cares what I think, I'm actually making some friends in the comments, and people are sharing their experiences and their experience and their knowledge, and I just want to say that I really appreciate it. You guys commenting and you guys liking and telling me why you use a certain blade, and I mean, it's really given me some ideas of other things that I'd like to explore. I had a guy in the comments just today, in fact, talking about how he has a machete that he uses for like tall grass and really light brush, but it's a machete, like a Latin style machete that's actually mounted to an axe handle, like a fawn's foot axe handle. And I saw one of those one time and I thought to myself, man, wouldn't that be cool to keep your knuckles out of stuff? Maybe the D-guard on the Jungle Master is going to solve that problem. I don't think so. So we have a Latin style machete with a saw back, and this has a hollow grind, and it has a secondary bevel on it, which is pretty sharp right out of the box. We've got some dings in the edge already. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that. I hope I can get that to focus, but it looks like we've got some little nicks, some little dings right in the very tip of this knife right here. So we will see where that goes. All right. Overall dimension of this blade is 28 inches, and we are going from tip to the back of the D-guard, and this D-guard kind of sweeps out a little bit, so it's about 27 and a half to this spot right here. As far as exposed steel on this knife, it looks like we have about 21 3/4 of an inch, and overall cutting edge on this, it looks like 20 1/4 inch. Down here by the ricasso or the handle, it looks like we're at 1 inch and a little bit more than a quarter. And up here at the belly, well, the saw thing's kind of getting in the way there. 2 1/8 on the top. Okay, so first things first for me, this has got to, man, it's already like cutting my jeans because of this stupid sawback. Let's go ahead and take this lanyard off because I don't need a lanyard. Maybe somebody else needs a lanyard, but I don't need a lanyard. I don't like lanyards. If you don't know why, there are some other videos. You can go to my page, and I think it's called Let's Talk Machetes, and I will go into depth as to why I don't care for lanyards. I guess this is there kind of as a little marketing tool that you get, what is that, probably 6 feet of paracord line. I don't think this is paracord. I think this is just some kind of like nylon braided. Let's cut this sucker open. Let's see if we've actually got some 550 cord here. No, we do not have 550 cord, because if we did, we'd have a bunch of little strands. Well, you guys know what 550 cord looks like on the inside. So this is about as good as a shoelace. And we're just going to leave that on the ground because I don't need a shoelace. The sheath, it's a sheath. It's not going to last. It's not going to last at all. The sawback has already started to cut the stitching just from me pulling it out once. And I would imagine as I'm going, okay, so it goes in okay. It goes all the way to the bottom there. And as soon as I come out, I'm watching threads just. Okay, yeah, so I love ruining stuff as soon as I get it. I mean, it's just, but for 11, 12 bucks, I mean, what do you expect, right? So the sheath is already getting all cut up just because of the sawback. Okay, we don't have any ring. This is some kind of stainless steel. Yeah, so, all right, for those of you guys that want to know about how big the hand space is, because this is important. If you are looking to getting this machete, you need to know how big your hand is, because you've got to be able to fit into this, right? It's fairly large, but I've met some guys with hands that would probably have a little bit of a tough time with this. So it's hard to measure something like that, but it looks about like 4.5 inches. So 4.5 inches of space to be able to get your hand down in there. 4.5 inches, and I'm not even gonna measure that. That looks about like 1 3/4 of width. So yeah, it doesn't feel all that great in the hand. These little grooves that they've cut into it, this is a rubber handle, but these little grooves that they've cut into it are at a pretty sharp angle, and I just feel like that's going to be digging into my knuckles right there. Ooh, I just chopped the camera. You guys okay? Yeah. All right. So let's stand up and we'll give our overall impression. Put the thing on just so you guys can kind of see how it rides. This is where I carry my machete. Some people carry it. I mean, the sky's the limit on how you can carry your machete, right? And some people carry it actually like in their belt, like more of a cross straw, because the machete is not something that they're going to be pulling out all the time. As far as these little like straps go to keep the machete locked in place, I really don't see a need for that either. That's just something else that this sawback is going to rip up, or the blade is going to rip up, because I'm not doing handstands or cartwheels when I'm wearing a machete. So yeah, y'all can save the money on that and maybe line this thing with some plastic. If you're gonna put a saw in it, it's gonna rip this thing apart whenever all right, here's me trying to pull this sucker out. Ready? All right, I got something to cut over here. Let me just get my jungle master. Hang on. All right, got my jungle master. Chop, chop. Ooh. Did y'all hear that? Well, that's not cool. Maybe we need to tighten them bolts up. All right, we're going to put the Jungle Master back in the Jungle Master sheath or holster, because I'm an idiot and I've got this here Jungle Master. Let me pull out my Jungle Master. I got something else to cut. All right, got my Jungle Master out. I'm going to go cut some more stuff. Man, the handles already doing something, man, and I ain't even put this thing into a piece of wood yet. So I have a feeling that because that tang is exposed right there, that thing is just, I'm going to feel every bit of shock from this blade. It's heavy. It's not a light blade. Yeah. It's, we just got to take it out on Machete Mondays. All right, guys, that is the Jungle Master Survival Left-Handed Machete. Come back on Machete Mondays, and we're going to try this thing out and see how it does, man. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for the new subscribers. I appreciate every one of y'all. I appreciate the comments. Yeah.
Ain't no need
appreciate it.
to
See you next time.